In the second scenario of how to play Middle-earth strategy battle game, the forces of the Dark Lord have crossed the Anduin and are flooding into the ruined city of Osgiliath in great numbers. Pockets of resistance still hold out against the hordes of Mordor, as cohorts of men of Gondor stand shoulder to shoulder in the streets and bands of rangers launch volleys of arrows from the ruins before vanishing into the shadows. Despite their heroics, the forces of Gondor are vastly outnumbered, and Sauron's chokehold on Osgiliath is only getting tighter. In the designer's note, this scenario highlights just one example of the many skirmishes taking place across the ruined city as the Battle of Osgiliath rages. The smaller number of models used in this scenario allows you to play out every stage of the Ranger's ambush. This is the layout of the setup for the scenario, which I have tried to replicate over here, as you saw in the intro. The evil player starts in the middle of the board, 6 inches from the center. Rangers then deploys more than 6 inches away from the orcs, as you can see here. The objective of the game is to reduce the enemy forces down to 25% of their starting numbers. For the orcs, that is 4 models remaining, and for the Gondor forces, it is 3. There is one special rule in this scenario, and that is ambush. The Rangers of Gondor will be able to make one free shooting attack before the first priority is rolled. Damrod is a hero model and is the only hero in this battle. We will go over his stats now. This is Damrod. In comparison to a normal ranger, he has 1 more in defense value and 1 more courage. He also has 3 other stats: might, will and fate, 1 point in each. He also has an heroic action, which is heroic accuracy. Fate is used like an armor save. If he takes a wound in battle, he can roll a die, and on a 4+, he ignores the wound. Will is used for courage check, and might points have a variety of options to it. He can call heroic march, heroic combat, heroic accuracy, and so on. He can also use his might point to adjust a roll on a die by 1. For example, if he needs a 6 to wound the model and rolls a 5, he can use 1 point of might to adjust the final result to a 6. Ranger bows has a strength of 2 and a range of 24. When we see the wound chart, a strength of 2 against the Moran Orc's defense of 5 is a 6. If the Moran Orc has a shield, they have defense 6 and it's still 6 to wound. So the Rangers will try to eliminate the ones with a shield first, because in close combat with their strength of 3, they will be able to wound on 5s instead of 6 in close combat with orcs without shields. So let's start the ambush. These 4 Gondor Rangers will try to shoot at the orcs, prioritizing the closest one, and then the next one, and then the next one. You see all 3 of them have shields, so it makes no difference. They need a 3+ to hit. 3 of them will hit, and they need 6s to kill. 1 6, that means 1 orc is dead. Now the next 4 Rangers will shoot, and they will prioritize the first one over here and then the next one over here. They also need 3s to hit, and they hit with everything, and now 6s to wound. No 6s. Well, these Rangers and Damrod will try to shoot, prioritizing this one with the shield and then this one with the spear and shield. We roll a separate die for Damrod as he has a might, which can alter the roll as we discussed earlier. Everyone need 3+ to hit, and you see here 4 hit. Damrod misses. We are not going to use might to adjust his roll, and 6s to wound. And we got 1 6, which means 1 Moran Orc is dead. Now on to priority for the first turn. Blue is Gondor and red is the orcs. Now it's a tie, which means we re-roll since it's the first round of the game. And the Mordor get the 6 and will start their movement phase. As the Moran Orcs are surrounded, they will split up their forces and try to engage all fronts at the same time. The Rangers will hold their position and try to shoot out some more orcs before the close combat begins. As the orcs don't have any shooting attacks, the shooting phase goes over to Gondor. These two will try to shoot at this orc with a shield. They need 3s to hit. Both of them hit, and they need 6s to kill. 1 6, that means that this orc is dead. These two rangers will try to shoot at this orc with a shield. As he has a friend in front of him, they need to make in the way rolls. First we will need to see if they hit. Both hit, and they need in the way roll of a 4+ to get past the first orc. So one get past and one does not. The one that hits the first orc needs a 6 to kill. He doesn't get it, and the last one needs also a 6 to kill. Doesn't get it. Over here the rangers will try to shoot, prioritizing this one and then this one. They need 3s to hit, 2 hits and 6s to kill. Nothing. Damrod's squad of rangers will try to hit the one in the back. As they are higher up than the enemy, they don't need to roll in the way rolls. So 3+ to hit, 2 misses, Damrod luckily hits, and then 6s. Nothing. Priority goes to good. The rangers did not move in their movement phase except for this one model that stands behind his comrade. This is to be able to provide support in the close combats. The orcs moved up and tried to get as many models in combat as possible, although they did not manage to reach this party of rangers. Over here they just moved into cover to negate some of the shooting of the Gondorian forces. Now on to Gondor's shooting. These two rangers can see that one with a spear and shield and will try to shoot at him. Need 3s to hit, 1 hit and 6s to kill. No wound. Damrod and his 2 other rangers can see this one over here with a spear and will need 3s to hit. 2 hits and then 6s to kill. Nothing. Over here the rangers will try to shoot, prioritizing the one with the spear and shield in the front. I need 3s to hit, 2 hits and 6s to kill. Nothing. And now onto the combat phase. We have 2 combats to resolve. The one player with priority decides which battle to do first. So let's start with this one. 2 rangers against 1 Moran orc. Blue dice are the rangers. The rangers win with a 3 and pushes the orc back 1 inch. Now they can make strikes. As they have a strength of 3 against the Moran orc's defense of 5, they need 5s to kill. And they don't. The next combat is exactly the same, as they have spear support on the ranger side. So the combats, the rangers take it with big 6 and can make strikes. 5 or 6 is a kill. And we get the 5 and the 6, so this orc is dead. Priority goes to evil this time. Here we can see the orcs have gone into combat over here and over here. On this side they will try to make a climb test. The first one with the sword gets 4 and can get up on top. The spear behind, 5 can get on top. The one in the front here, 6, he can also complete this move. And the 2 in the back, the one with the spear and shield, gets up, and the last one also can complete its move. Now this orc and this orc, when climbing up the building, was inside of the control zone and base contact, so they were going into combat either way. This last one did not have any particular way to move into combat, so he is out of combat for now. These 2 that could complete their move after climbing up the building went to combat with this ranger. As we discussed earlier, this building needs you need 2 inches to climb up to this building, so these orcs just used 2 inches of their move to get up, and then the rest of the move they used to get into combat. Since all rangers are in some sort of engagement, we move over to the fight phase. Start with this combat over here. It's 2 against 2. And it's a tie. Then we have to see, take a look at the fight values of the respective models. As the Rangers have a fight value of 4 and the Orcs have 3, the Rangers win the fight and can make strikes. They will try to hit on a... oh, it doesn't have a shield, so it's 5+. Nothing. The Orcs move back. Next fight, there is 2 against 1. And the Rangers take it and can make strikes. Since the Orc has a shield, they have a defense of 6, which means the strength of 3 of the Rangers needs 6s to kill him. And they get it. He is dead. Here are 4 one-on-one battles. Let's just start from the left. So it's a tie. The Rangers win. It does not have a shield, so need 5s to kill. Nothing. Next one. The Rangers win on a tie, and he has a shield, so we need 6s to kill. Nope. Next one. The Orcs take it, and they have a strength of 4 against the defense of 4 on the Ranger, which means they only need 4s to kill. And no. And the last one over here. The Orcs take it, and another 4 to kill. And they get him. So the models that lost the battle have moved back. Now, here we start with a 2 versus 2. And the Mordor Orcs, or Moran Orcs rather, win the combats. Need 4s to kill. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Sorry, little guy. And even though he died, you have to move this model back, because that's what happened first. The next combat, there is a one-on-one on the edge over here. It's a 3 from the Orcs and a 6 for the Gondor force, which means this guy is pushed back and falls down. First we make strikes, and he needs, because he does not have a shield, we need 5s. He's not dead from that, but he takes falling damage, 1 strength 3 hit, which means 5s. And he dies from the fall, poor guy. Now it's up to Damrod and his fellow Ranger. Damrod is the white one and the Ranger is the blue one. The Orcs win and will have to take a strike at Damrod, which has a defense of 5, luckily. So 4 against 5 means the Orc needs 5s to wound him. There you can see he's a little bit stronger than the average Ranger. It doesn't cause a wound, but you have to move back, of course. Priority. Oh, it's a draw. And since the evil player had it last turn, it now is the Men of Gondor that has priority. In the Gondor movement phase, the Gondorian forces tied up all the enemy models. So there are close combats everywhere. This means that there will be no shooting and we move straight to the fight phase. Here we have 2 2-on-1 combats, so let's start with this one. And the Orc takes it. Needs 4s to kill. And he get it. So this Ranger is dead. Same here, 2 against 1. And the Gondor force win. He has to step back and we make strikes. 5s to kill. No. Other side of the table we have a 2 Orc versus 1 Gondorian. And the Orcs take it, need 4s to kill it. They get it, he's dead. And there is a one-on-one over here. The Orc win again, and 4s, yep, he's also dead. And the last combat's over here, one-on-one. Orcs take that one too, and a 4, he's dead. No, luckily he survives. Ranger versus an Orc. The Ranger win. And he does not have a shield, so 5 up. No, but he gets pushed back. And does he take falling damage? 5 up and he's dead. No, he survives. Next fight is Damrod versus an Orc over here. And Damrod takes it. Need a 6? No. He also falls down. And no wound on him. The last fight is 2 on 2. And the Gondor forces take it. Need 5s, I think. Yep, 5s. No, but they are pushed back. Although they have room to go over here, as long as he can stand. So no falling damage from that. Priority goes to good. All the Rangers moved into combat, as you can see. This one got trapped by the Orc models, so he's in bad shape. Over here, this Ranger just moved a little bit to the side to get a shot on these two. They use half their move to stand up, and then they roll climbing tests to try to get up. As it is 2 inches, they still have 3 inches left on their move. So first one gets a 6. He gets up and can also complete this move into combat. And the second one gets a 3 and can just climb up to the building. Again, there is no shooting, so let's just start with the combats. 4 on 1 over here. And the Orcs take it. Now he is trapped, so we double the amount of attacks that the Orcs get. So we roll these dice twice. They need 4 to kill him. Didn't even need it, he is dead. Here we have a 2 on 1. And the Gondor forces take it and need 5s to kill him. They don't get it, so he moves back. And this fight over here, 1 on 1. Orc take it. And 4+ is dead. Yep, he's a gunner. 1 on 1 over here. The Orc win. 4 up, he's dead. No. Here we have a 3 on 2, and Damrod is the white die. And it's a draw, but we have the higher fights on the Gondorians. So the Gondor soldiers win, and we'll roll to wound. No shield on the Moran Orcs, so we need 5s. Oh, he is super dead. And the last one has to back away and falls down. Falling damage, 5 up. No, he is alive. Priority goes to good again. The Rangers try to engage in a favorable manner over here. You can see there are 2 on 1 and 2 on 1. These two just engaged 1 each. These Orcs moved up to try to come into combat once again, and this one is taking a climb test. He gets a 5 and can get on top of the terrain piece. Fight phase, 1 on 1. Orcs take it, forced to kill. No. 1 on 1 again. Orc take it, forced to kill. No. 2 on 1 over here. Oh, the Orc takes it with a mighty 2 and a 4 to kill. No. A 2 on 1 here. Damrod is white and he takes it. 2 strikes against the Orc. And he has a shield. Yep, he has a shield, so 6s to kill him. And double 6s. He is dead. Priority. Oh, it's a tie, which means the Mordor forces take it this time. The Orcs engaged as many models as possible over here and here, and the last 4 just moved closer to engage in combat later. 1 on 1 over here. Gondorian win, and 5 up, he's dead. No. The next one over here. The Orc wins, 4 up, and he's dead. Yep, this one is dead. 2 on 1 over here. Rangers win, need a 5 up, and the Orc is dead. The last fight's over here. Gondor wins, he is pushed back, and 5s to kill, and they get it. Priority again goes to Gondor. We have an engagement over here, and these Orcs moved up. Now onto the shooting phase. Finally, we can kill some Orcs with our bows. 4 shots, prioritizing the one with the shield and spear. 3 up to hit, and 3 hits, need 6s to kill. And we get 2 6s, which means this one is dead and this one is dead. 2 against 1 over here, and the Gondorian wins, need a 5 to kill. And he kills one. Let's take the one with the spear. As the orcs are whittled down to only 3 models left, the game ends here with the Gondorian victory. Congratulations to the Rangers, and Damrod of course. Fox Gaming thanks you for watching this video. If you would like more content like this, subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below.